Hi everyone, I'm Mary McDonald-Lewis, and I'm the SAG-AFTRA National Board Member representing Portland and Southwest Washington. I'm currently running for re-election to that position, and as you also know, SAG-AFTRA is currently on strike for its TV theatrical contract, fighting for fair wages and working conditions opposite the AMPTP. I wanted to share with you today a speech I gave at our recent strike rally. A strike is a hard and holy thing. This strike is no exception. And more than any other job action this union has ever faced, this is not a strike for a season. This is a strike for a reason. And to triumph over it, we must prepare for it with our hearts and our mind and our will. I turn to Admiral James Stockdale for guidance here. He was already a student of the Stoics when he was shot down over Vietnam in 1965. And after he ejected from his plane, he knew he had about 30 seconds of freedom left before his capture. So he used his words to himself wisely. As the jungle canopy rushing toward him, he told himself, 5 years down there at least. And then he said, I am leaving the land of technology and entering the land of Epictetus, by which he meant he knew he had one thing to call upon now, his stoic will. Admiral Stockdale survived 7.5 years in the Hanoi Hilton and emerged to live a long and a valorous life. Admiral Stockdale later said that the prisoners who survived were not the optimists, not the pessimists, but the realists. So let's be realists now, shall we? And let's stand strong in our faith and our will. We will fight long and hard for our rights for a fair contract. And when we tire, we will rest. And then we will catch our breath. And then we will battle on. As the poet said, I am wounded, but I am not slain. I shall lay me down and bleed a while. And then I shall rise and fight again. And who is fighting with us? Who's standing shoulder to shoulder with us now? Well, we are the center of a mighty wheel. And from that hub spring 5 spokes. One of that wheel's spokes is management. Yes, the AMPTP, those who hire us and with whom we now fight for fair wages and working conditions. And one of the spokes is the public who consume our art and craft. One of that wheel's spokes is our American culture, which our stories reflect and define. One spoke is the past, from which our work draws. And the last spoke is the future, which our work anticipates, and the place where our work will still be watched and relied upon and remembered. Who are we at the center of that wheel? We are labor. We are labor. It is labor that holds the wheel at the center, labor that keeps it whole and rolling on. The president of the United Mine Workers, that great Welsh orator, John Llewellyn-Lewis, knew this. When he led the long and bloody fight for the miners' rights to safety and fair pay, he fought the opposition fiercely and declared to the high heavens, you can't mine coal with bayonets. Well, we declare to our high heavens that the AMPTP can't make movies with artificial intelligence and without us. This is why we strike. This is why we must commit to remaining realistic and stoic, and why we must abide. So as we enter the land of Epictetus, remember this. This is not a strike for a season. No, this is our strike for a reason. You'll see me on the front lines of this strike, along with my brothers and sisters on the Portland United slate who are running with me in this election. You'll see me because I live here and I work here. I won't be an absentee representative for you living in LA. So look for me on the picket line and come say hi when you do. Brothers and sisters, remember, Portland, united, can never be divided. In solidarity, my friends, always.